Hello and welcome to this one video. We are going to talk about 4 rules of entrepreneurship. Now, in this one video has already been covered in a different angle when it comes to money, the entrepreneurship, the business, the online course part of it. If you can just search for TIFM in the channel, you'll be able to find that. And I had a different perspective to that video a couple of weeks before I recorded this one, TIFM. You can search for that one word, you'll be able to find this one video. Now, over here, since from this morning, I just was like okay, since I was watching a travel video, I was like, there are only 3 rules to traveling for me, was said in that one video. And I was like, great, what are the rules that even I stand for? Like, if I just stand with these 4 rules in my entrepreneurship journey, how far can I go? So that was a whole thought process to making those 4 angles to making it rules in the morning itself. So thank you so much for joining in. We are going to talk about 4 things over here. Welcome to this video, by the way. First over here. Thank you so much. Now, the next video that I'm going to record is also something similar to this one, but then on a different lens. 2 ways to face your fears. It's literally the name of that video. You can search for it if you're struggling with a lot of things. Now, the 4 rules of entrepreneurship in my perspective, with the 3 years of experience that I've got after training 2,000 people, then having like say 10 to 15 high ticket clients, this is something that I stand for today. Where if I can just set these 4 as rules, this works like lens for you to move forward. Now, rules. When we speak about the traveling part of it, cool. The first TIFM, travel, impact, fun, and money. So you got that 4 over here. If you have, see, what are the dream destinations that you want to visit? For every human being, one of the greatest anchors for us to move forward is travel. If not for you, you want to travel with someone, or you want to take someone else to travel. Maybe you want to give traveling tickets to your parents, to your spouses, to your kids. You want to go with someone else, friendships. Travel is something always on the top of me, where either you love traveling, I love traveling. You're watching this video because you love traveling as well. That's why we kind of resonated in the line a lot of ways, right? So traveling becomes like the core of what you're doing. You want to see the world, you want to experience the cultures, the backgrounds, the way people interact, the way people are, there's just so many cool things about travel. So once that becomes like the core of your whole operation, like you are doing business so that you can travel and explore more. So that there was one friend way back in time, that one person said, Fazil, I think when you're traveling outside, you are traveling inside. That was one of the most powerful things that person said, like that stays with me. Point number 1. And when it comes to traveling, there's like 15% of your income, which for me, 15% of income straight goes into that bank account with every revenue that I generate. That's the cash flow management coolness that I'm kind of following, is where every revenue that you make, 15% goes inside that account. Example, you're making like 1,500 rupees, 15%, 2,000 rupees, 15%. So with every revenue that you generate, something over here goes. So over a period of time, it gets accumulated and you travel the world and stuff like that. Point number 1. Travel. When you're traveling outside, you're traveling inside. It gives you a lot of perspectives to life as well as business. Point number 2. The rule number 2 is an impact. The whole point of the whole business that we're building is how can I benefit you? How can you benefit anyone else? See, this channel at the moment on this video has been recording on 26th of June 2022. 8 subscribers, 0 views, one view here and there. No comments, nothing, no shares, nothing, 0. But this is something that I know over a period of time is going to benefit someone out there. So just in the morning, I've got a perspective to record this video. I'm releasing my thoughts. I'm kind of documenting what I'm going through, the process of my mindset, and recording it. It may benefit you tomorrow. It may not benefit you tomorrow. But for me, I'm documenting my own thought process. So what this does is, this is generally making an impact on myself, because the coolest and the fastest way to learn is to teach. Second, it is definitely going to benefit people who are into entrepreneurship, who are looking out for travel rules and entrepreneurship rules and stuff like that. So eventually it's going to impact someone or the other. And the whole point of we doing entrepreneurship by definition is business. Business is by definition like buy for one, sell for two. It's like, it's the whole part of the whole thing is like, how can I make an impact? How can I transform my life? If you're selling me this pen, how can I sell you? How can I benefit you in this one? If I'm selling you this one piece of cup, how can I benefit you with this one? How can I paper holder? These were not needed back in the day. People used to carve stones and write in scriptures, stuff like that. But then over a period of time, something like this papers came into picture. And for papers, we need something over here. Any business, think of every business. It towards the end of the day, They may be in a different zone altogether, doing in pathetic ways today. But then the whole point of the people who have actually started to do the business, one angle to them doing a business is what? To transform someone else's life. What's the story behind doing something? And probably 65% of people start a business just because they want to benefit someone out there. Because they were struggling, they were having their own struggles, and they just don't want other ones to face that similar problem. That's why this is like, okay, I'm going to solve this problem for you. Cool. So making an impact. Point number 3 is, if you're not having fun, what's the point of doing it anyway? Eventually, like, there's like thousands of people who are into jobs and stuff like that, who are into even businesses, who don't love what they're doing, who are just doing it for the sake of money. They'll burn it over a period of time. No matter what business you are in, no matter what job you are in, or not what education you are in, if you're not having fun, you will not sustain for long term. Just for the sake of, if they just like this business is going to give me money. Oh, definitely it's going to give you money. There are a lot of jobs that I know that definitely pays you a lot of money. But then towards the end of the day, when you're not having fun with it, like chucky piecing, when chucky piecing happens, you burn out. Mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted, though financially you're strong, but then there's no fun into it. And if you're not having fun, you cannot involve yourself into doing something. You cannot give 100% to something. There's a huge thing. So that third rule is, like, you need to be having fun in something that you're doing. Anything. Take one of the most boring things, one of the most boring things you want to do, and see how can I have fun doing this one thing. And when you start having fun in that one thing, you're going to make lots of money. And the fourth and the most important rule of entrepreneurship is business, like, how can I generate that cash flow? Money. It's like, how can I sell you this? I bought this for, like, say 200 rupees. Cool. How can I sell it to you for, like, even 201 rupee? That's a profit for me. 205 rupees, that's a profit for me. So how can I be generating cash flow? We are not into foundations and charity business over here. A part of our whole revenue is going to go into charities, but then the whole revenue is not charity. This is the business that we're building. The whole 4 rules is one of the core principles. These are the 4 rules. Like, these are like the foundations of what you're doing. Travel. You love traveling. Second one, you get to learn a lot of things. You make an impact. That's why one of the entrepreneurs that I follow recently, when I started following recently, she into interior designing stuff like this. So she was one fine day she posted a story. She said, I'm literally exhausted. I'm literally physically exhausted, and I'm physically exhausted, and I'm so very tired of traveling into multiple places for multiple projects. And I was like, I'm so tired right now. But then towards the end of it, she mentioned, like, though I'm physically exhausted and tired, but then internally I'm satisfied because I am loving what I do. So when you're making an impact, you have to be in alignment with what you're doing. So if you just follow these 4 rules, like travel, impact, fun, and money. If you can just follow these 4 rules, or probably you break one rule, there are going to be consequences. Rules are that way. You break a signal, you break the law, there are consequences. There are good consequences, there are bad consequences. You need to be choosing which consequence you want to choose. 4 rules. This is something for me. If you resonate with this, put that in the comment section. If you don't resonate with this, what are the rules of entrepreneurship that you resonate with? You put that in the comment section so that I get a perspective of you, so that I can learn from you. The members of the House of Artists and Scientists, the introvert entrepreneurs, the academic fund scientists, the members of this community can also learn from you, your perspective, so that we learn, grow together with so many different perspectives, and we grow together. Thank you so much for making this video me and the topic part of your day, 4 rules of entrepreneurship. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you in another video, 2 ways to face your fears. Something that I've been going through since yesterday. I was like, okay, how does Fuzzle faces this, and what could be the perspective that I can bring to the table so that it can benefit you, because we all have fears, we all have struggles, and this is something that I do so that you can even follow, and just if you resonate with it, you can follow that. 2 ways to face your fears. You can just type in fear in the channel, you'll find this one. Thanks so much. See you there. May peace and blessings be upon you and your life.